Hi everyone, good morning. It's Margaret Manning here. Welcome to 60 and Me. Hope that you're having a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. Thanks so much for being here. I'm just starting my day. It's beautifully sunny and bright, but we're getting on for a new season, and I just love the changing weather. And just imagine where all of you are around the world, what you're doing and experiencing. It's really wonderful to have you here. So thanks a lot. I'm having my morning cup of tea. I've decided to go with my puka detox tea. It's got fennel and aniseed and cardamom in it. So I try these detox teas. I don't know they're just good. They just taste great. So that's my strategy. And I've got my beautiful little cup that I adore, as you all know. I just love this cup. You know, they say, I mean, if there was one, I had to leave the house with one cup, I would choose this one. It's just such a cute cup. I got it at my recycling place and I just love it. Anyway, enough about my tea. Here's a topic that I think you all are interested in. Now, before I start though, I do want to thank you again for being here, and also to remind you about something that's is important to us at 60 and Me, and we don't want to talk about it all the time. But you know, it's a business that we've run for 5 years now without charging any membership fee, and we would love to ask for those of you who can to reach out and consider supporting us on patreon.com. It's a way that we've established that you can, $1, $3 or more a month just makes it so possible for us to continue to do the work we do without, charging any kind of membership or any expenses. We really want to keep it that way. So if you can help us, that would be fantastic. Just go out to patreon.com /60andme. I'll leave the link for you below. But anyway, here we are talking about things that I hope you'll find a value of, an interest, and one that most of us are facing in our 60s and 70s is retirement, this whole idea of retiring. And one of our bloggers, Lynn Clare, she actually writes articles on travel, but she wrote one this time on things to remember when taking those first steps toward retirement. Now, first of all, what does retirement mean? It doesn't mean the same thing as it meant for our parents or for other people. Everyone really has a different view. Some people, it means just stopping, letting go, no more work, doing fun things that you've always wanted to do. And if you've been sensible and saved your money and you've got a good income or a good pension, then of course that's a totally valid thing to do. But a lot of people, and if you're comfortable with that, you're happy to leave your career and all that involves, the contacts, the social life, the connection. So a lot of women find, like, thank goodness I am retired. And others, are looking forward to some slowdown in the work that they've done, maybe working part-time or working in a job they've always wanted to do as opposed to the one they're in. But, I think the thing that Lynn mentions that is so important is that it used to be that you retired at 62 or 65. That was the deadline, like you counted down the days. But now it's not like that. You really can take your time. You don't have to rush. And really, you don't have to do everything all at once. You don't have to make decisions all at once. And you can actually make some steps forward and then take some steps back. It's really okay to treat retirement as more of an activity rather than an event. And, guys have a different way of looking at retirement. They're pretty black and white about it, most men. I've talked to quite a few about this topic because it interested me. But a lot of women are still helping others in their family, or they want to travel. They've got big ideas. They want to do something they've never done, start a hobby, start a new business. And so they need to continue working or look at retirement in a different way. So if you're still living on a retirement budget, if you're living on a working budget, you've got income coming in, one of the best things you can do is to just pretend for a few months that you're living on a retirement budget. So say that you've assessed that you are going to need X thousand dollars every month to live on in retirement, and you're making a little more than that now, hopefully in your job. Just put that other bit into savings and just limit yourself to spend what you would have available to spend in retirement. I think this fake retirement, this test retirement, is one of the best things I could have done. I didn't, and maybe you'll learn from my mistake and you'll go ahead and try it. I think even if you start a business, like even with me with 60 and Me, I'll be really honest. I mean, I jumped into 60 and Me because I had a passion for it, and I really felt it was important. I really felt that I could be of help, but I didn't really think about, how we were going to make money or how I was going to pay for all my expenses. And as the business grew, it became even more intense because we got momentum and people were coming to visit us online, and we needed to do more content, and it took more and more time. You get the idea. I didn't plan. I mean, and I'm being really honest with you so that you can maybe not do the same thing. But anyway, I think it's important, like Len says, to practice letting go of fear and control. Because I think control is one thing we have when we work that we give up when we retire. We have control over our environment. We go in, we have a desk, someone's paying the phone bill, someone's paying the electrical bill for our office, and we get paid to do a job. And I think the fear and control of letting that go is really challenging. So work part-time maybe for a while. Make new friends outside work. I'll repeat that. Make new friends out of work. Because you will find it so much easier to make them when you're working and you're in a social setting than when you are actually out there. We've written so many articles about this, and it's not really anything to do with the number of people that are available to be your friend. It's just that when you lose the context of work and the context of friends of friends of friends and that social network with parties and gatherings and business meetings, you do find it a little more challenging. And over time, you do lose confidence, and then it becomes even more challenging. So I think it's important to, when you make that decision to retire, take care of some things in in that transition phase. Look for new friends. Make some connections with, exercise group or some activity that you can go to. Be prepared to fill those little gaps. And also, I think it's an important point that retirement isn't an all or nothing thing. You can go for years and years working part-time or working in a way that even full-time, as long as in some way you're doing what you love. If you have to continue working full-time because of your financial situation, just make sure you're doing a couple of things outside of yourself, outside of your work, that make you happy. Because that's really the point of retirement, isn't it? To be doing and loving the things that you do, and to embrace that new you. To first of all, define it. Who is that person that's retiring? What do you really want? And then to actually make it happen. And I think as Len reminds us, you can certainly make changes along the way. I mean, if you start a business and you realize after a few months or a year that it really isn't giving you that amount of money that you need, that you might need to go back to a more, formal work environment, then you do it. You don't feel a failure, or you don't feel like, you haven't succeeded in your mission. You've just changed direction for a little bit. And I think it's that attitude of keeping the long-term goal in mind, and then being prepared to make some adjustments and maneuver and navigate along the way that really helps. I mean, trust me, guys, I've made more mistakes than I can even mention. I mean, we've all made mistakes in many different ways. But retirement is something that, into my 70s, I'm going to be working, and that's okay. I've got things I want to do, and I need to keep moving in that direction. And maybe you are the same. Maybe you don't want to stop working. Anyway, I'd love to know, just if you stay focused on the present, though, I think the future will unfold. Great advice from Lynn. And, just create the life you want, because that is retirement. Thanks, Lynn, for this article. It's very inspiring and helpful, and I hope that you found it was useful too. And I would love to hear your comments and get your feedback. And I'd like to know, are you looking forward to retirement, or is it a concern for you? Are you looking forward to retirement, or are you concerned? Let's leave some comments in the section below and help each other out. If you see someone that's got a bit of confusion or needs some extra help, leave a comment or like their comment and connect with each other. It's one of our strengths here at 60&Me. Let us know if you're looking forward to retirement or whether you're feeling a little concerned. Okay, everybody. Well, I hope that you have a wonderful day. Take very good care of yourselves. Go out and do something beautiful and fun for yourself and let us know how you get on. And we'll talk again very, very soon. Bye-bye for now.